Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. After Trump disrupted the course of the economic stability, global stability, now he threatens everybody with a weapon, with a military weapon. I read the article and I thought that maybe he threatens the world, with a secret weapon that the United States of America will use in the tariff war, in the economic war. No, he's threatening everybody with the United States' secret military weapon. Now, maybe I understood this wrong, but hey, I'm going to share this beautiful article with you, because if I understood it right, then we got a big problem here. All right, this is the article. Russia Today, 10th of April 2025. US has secret weapons. Well, I don't doubt they have secret weapons. They all have secret weapons, okay? Wunderwaffe and all that. But I say, why? Why would you say that now? The president has warned China and other trade partners, Germany is a trade partner, France, Great Britain, against escalating beyond the trade war. So the bully is telling everybody, stop attacking me. I'm the victim here and I'm going to fuck you up. All right? And you know how they're going to do it? He's threatening me. I have to react. Give me your money. That's exactly how he's going to do it. Okay, let's read further. President Donald Trump has boasted about U.S. military power and weapons that, and I'm quoting, nobody has an idea about, end quote, in response to concerns that his tariff war with China could spiral out of control. Trump raised tariffs on Chinese goods to 125% on Wednesday in retaliation for countermeasures imposed by Beijing. China has yet to respond to the latest hike, though the Ministry of Commerce previously vowed to fight the trade war to the end. Asked whether he was concerned about Beijing's next moves and a potential, that's the cat, okay, all right, now let's go back. The cat walked on the keypad. Is that how you call it? All right. So, asked whether he was concerned about Beijing's next moves, plural, and a potential escalation beyond the trade war, Trump said Chinese President Xi Jinping is one of the very smart people of the world. That means don't do it because you're smart. Have you ever been involved in a conversation with a with a sleaze? And the sleaze doesn't want you to think or to get the right decision that would harm me. So I say, come on, you're a smart guy. You wouldn't think that. That's exactly what I'm thinking, because according to my information and your behavior, that's exactly what are you doing. No, you're not. You're a smart guy. Don't think that way. That will make you, if you think something else, you're a stupid one. Have you ever met this kind of sleaze? I met a lot of them, especially when I was younger. And when you're younger, usually said by older people. So you can, at that time I had more, and I said, oh, okay, fuck off. But now I'm telling you straight in your face. All right. So one of the very smart people of the world who would never allow that to happen. So if you allow that to happen, you're not smart then. My God, that's a sleaze right here. And I'm quoting, we're very powerful. This country is very powerful. So why do they have to use two of this? One would have been enough. Yes, America is very powerful. No, we are very powerful. This country is very powerful. It's far more powerful. Three powerfuls in 3 sentences that people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, neither you. And it is the most powerful, weapons. It is the most powerful in the world that we have. Most powerful than everybody else. Not even close. How do you know? That means you know that the Russians don't have any secret weapons, only you have secret weapons. This is toddler talk. Hey, my father works in the military, okay? He's a sergeant. if you keep talking, I will tell my dad to bring the military and fuck you up. And the other guy says, yeah, my daddy works as a police officer, a baboon over there. And if he gets upset, he can get the police to fuck your daddy up with your military. That was the conversation when I was about third grader. Second, third grader, if I remember correctly. But you evolve beyond that. So Trump says, we have powerful military. We have secret weapons nobody knows about. We can call all of you up. But how about the other ones having also secret weapons? Did you think about that one? Or maybe he knows they have nothing. Only we have. But in the invention shit, we're kind of like lagging behind. How are those F-35s coming around? Falling by themselves? Anyway, let's move on. We live in a mirage, my friends, and these guys continue. Okay, if we would have a drinking game here with the word powerful, let's see how fast we can get drunk. Powerful, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times in how many sentences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I don't know, someone told me that I don't have a vocabulary. All right, it's true. English is my second language, but I speak about 5 languages. Some of them better, but at least I speak 5. But this guy, his language, his first language and only, by the way, he's monolingual. That's what it means. He speaks 1 language. He uses the word powerful 5 times in 5 sentences, including the first 2 who could be put in 1. I mean, you tell me whatever you want. He's not a toddler. He's not a teenager. He's not a baboon. Supposedly, he is almost 80. At 80, you think that the guy learned about life. Or this is his technique that we cannot grasp. Emil, you don't understand. All right, let's move. And again, I'm quoting the guy. So nobody's going to do that. How do you know that? Who talks like this? Trump added, reiterated that she is a very smart man who knows exactly what has to be done. That means if he doesn't do it the way I want it, he's an idiot. I mean, have you seen him talk like that? Have you ever seen Trump say, when you do what he says you to do, you're a great guy? And when you ask questions, no, he's a dumbass, he's stupid. I'm sorry, for me, people like that are average Joes. You know, I don't want to go into trades or anything. The US president, who has previously teased... Oh, by the way, where are the USA's hypersonic weapons? Anybody? Where? Where are they? Have you heard about them? Yeah, they failed a few times. But we have secret weapons. Like what? Like a Lube jerk-off or something? Please, my friends. Right there. And again, it's exactly what these guys go to. Right here. The US president, who has previously teased secret weapons using unusual scientific terminology, did not elaborate on the kind of weapons he was referring to this time because he makes threats and he's just a bluffer. But not a good one. In 2020, Trump touted that what he called a super duper missile that would fly 17 times faster than anything America's adversaries had in their arsenals. He also claimed that Russia's hypersonic technological breakthroughs resulted from stealing US missile plans during the presidency of Barack Obama, despite the fact that the US has yet to field an operational hypersonic weapon. Moscow and Beijing, okay, I'm not going to go further than that with the Kinzhal missiles, and these guys did a hypersonic glide, but we didn't. I'm going to give you another example with the same thing. Remember, the Americans claimed that the Soviets stole our secrets, and they got in space because they stole it from us. No, they got in space before we got. United States of America got. All right. So who stole from whom? It was both, my friends. Remember the Operation Paperclip of the Second World War? Well, the Americans ran and grabbed all the German scientists that they could grab, about 90%. The Soviets grabbed only 10 because they were not fast enough. No, the scientists from Germany wanted to go to the Americans, not to the Soviets, just to start with. But then they got it and incorporated, and then in what? In our military, in scientific development, in NATO, generals from Nazi. So what are they talking about? But anyway, the guys got first satellite Sputnik in space. They got the technology from us, but they were smarter somehow, faster. And again, we were on the moon. We were on the moon when I was in, I don't know, anyway, in the center of the universe. All right, my friends, here it is. So he threatens. That's what Trump does. He blackmails. Listen, I confess, I voted for Trump twice. Thrice. Okay, the second time, did I show up? I did show up, I think. But I voted for Trump. I did. It doesn't mean that you get the product as you vote for. You know, he's going to change certain things. He has nuances. In the campaigns, he says certain things. You say, yes, but you don't build that. Yes, but you didn't do that. Yes, but you didn't do that. Oh, you no, but you did that. I understand this. But I got to understand Trump from this angle. And I don't care. That's what I observed. He threatens with punch in the face. Then he says that that's negotiation. That's not negotiation. A negotiation is between two, how do you call it? Mutual. Two mutual parties who mutually agree to negotiate without any threats. Because if I threaten you, that means there's no negotiation anymore. You have to do what I tell you, otherwise I have the threat that I'm going to harm you. There's no negotiation. This is what Trump does, and he calls that the art of the deal. I think that's the art of the steal. Not the steal like, no, the steal like, let's get this. It's not looking right now. And that's not the way it is. It is, that's the way it is. It's just that it's not the way they tell us it is. Have you heard? Donald Trump is the master negotiator. What's her name? The White House spokeswoman, the 25 years old blonde woman, who's very smart, very quick. I like her. No, he's a master negotiator. Maybe he is, but he doesn't prove it in words. All he does is like, I want that, let's negotiate. And you say, well, let's negotiate. If you don't lower the price to my price, I'm going to smack you. Now, is that negotiation? If that's negotiation, that anyone can do that. It's like I went to when I was in college here, I went to a debate it was not a debate. The professor for political science, an old guy who said that he helped a lot of people get elected. He was in their campaign, chief of campaigns and whatever. Local, state, let's say, statewide, Michigan. He brought two candidates who were running for the mayorship of Lansing, Michigan, being the capital. And these baboons were running and they want to be in. And it was one a guy and the other one was a dentist. People you can look back and see who they were. So he brought the candidates, the first one and then the other one. And the first one was a dentist who was talking very much and there was the conservative one. He was talking about the conservative, you know what I mean, the Republican one. Talking about very vague. I didn't like that. But then the other guy was a big liar who eventually got elected, and he was talking like he's gonna bring the sun from the sky right here, man. He's gonna give you everything, honey and milk for everybody. And we asked question, and I was waiting. And then I asked the last question, obviously, and I said, okay, can you tell me how you will do that? How? And he said, papi, tsaka, maka, saka, hupalaka, and sleaze. And then I pressed him, no, how you will do that? And then I said, is that means that you're going to just tax us more? He said, yes. After he got upset, when he got upset, he had a little, like with the eye, like this. People from Michigan know him. And he was like, yes, oh, fuck you. I said, anyone can do that. If you're going to achieve that by raising taxes, that's not how you do it. You have to provide an environment for the business to come in Lansing or to Michigan, however you want to take it. In order for these guys to come over, you're not going to tax me, and then you say, oh, we're going to have more this. But my life is going to be shitty. Anyway, anyone can raise taxes. You don't solve a society like that. The same with this guy. Is that how you do it? Is that your master negotiator skills? I have that too. Give me that, I'm going to punch you in the face. Do this, I'm going to do this to you. I mean, I've seen this a lot in my life. So anyway, here it is, my friends. Xi Jinping, again, with such cheap methods. You're a nice guy. You will not catch me as being a liar and a guy, a blackmailer. No, you're not going to call me out. You don't say, hey, you're a kid. You're a smart kid. Don't say that I have no clothes. The emperor has no clothes. No, you're a smart kid. And the kid is like, yeah, if I keep quiet, I'll be smart. If I say the truth, I'll be called a baboon. Peer pressure. Remember, I saw some Indian sites from India. That is, when you go on their page, says subscribe or not be smart or something like this. It's funny to me. I'm not. If you don't subscribe, you're not smart. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not smart. The same here. If you don't do what I'm telling you, you're not smart. Remember how he called the woodchuck, Kim Jong-un, the rocket man, and all that? What happened? He went over there and he was French kissing and sucking his balls and all that, and the demarcation line, and he was dancing with him over there. I got along with him very well. It's my style too, my friends. But eventually, he shook hands. He remained in history, and that was great. But didn't he call him like this and then like that? Depending if you do what he says. If you don't do, he's gonna threaten you, and then you're a baboon. And that's the art of the deal, basically. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. But hey, at the beginning, didn't he say about the partners, the trading partners? Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.